I'd like for you to imagine that you're in the kitchen of your home. In the kitchen of your home, standing in front of your refrigerator. Looking at the refrigerator, noticing which side of the door the handle is on. In a moment, you're going to open that refrigerator door. But for now, I want you just to imagine grasping the handle. Now, I'm not sure if the handle on your refrigerator door is the type where your hand goes all the way through it, and you can feel the handle against the palm of your hand, or just the fingertips. But imagine what that feels like, feeling that cooler temperature of the handle against your palm or fingertips. Then imagine beginning to slowly pull the refrigerator door handle and feeling the resistance from those magnets keeping the door closed. And as you pull harder, then the refrigerator door opens. Perhaps you hear that little bit of a puff noise as the door opens. And imagine looking inside your refrigerator, and on a shelf is a bowl full of fruit. In that bowl, you may imagine seeing a green apple, a red apple, perhaps some grapes, an orange. I want you to imagine seeing there a bright yellow lemon. In a moment, not yet, but in a moment, you're going to reach in, you're going to grab that lemon. But for now, I want you to just slowly reach your hand in towards that lemon. And as you do, imagine sensing that cooler refrigerator temperature air crossing your fingertips, your fingers, your palm, the back of your hand, your wrist, your arm, that cooler air. And then as you now grab that lemon, feeling the rough outer texture of that lemon and the coolness of the temperature of the outer skin of the lemon against your fingertips. Imagine pulling that lemon out of that bowl and seeing the other fruit fall into place. Holding that lemon in your hand, close the door and find a cutting board in your kitchen. A sharp knife to cut it. We're going to cut that lemon in half. Putting that lemon on the cutting board, you now safely and securely hold it with your offhand, and holding the knife in your dominant hand, I want you to begin cutting through that lemon, safely and securely, back and forth, all the way down through that rough outer texture, through the soft pulpy middle, down through the rough outer skin on the bottom, and feeling that knife scraping against the cutting board as that lemon falls into two halves. Perhaps already you can notice the juices pooling on the cutting board and that clean, lemony, citrusy scent making its way up to your nose. And take one of those halves and put the flat side down. We're going to cut that half into 2/4. Holding that lemon safely and securely, begin now cutting it back and forth, down through that rough outer skin, all the way down to the cutting board, hearing and feeling that knife scraping against the cutting board as you separate those 2/4 of the lemon. Setting the knife down and picking up one of those quarters of the lemon, perhaps noticing the juices dripping from the lemon down onto the cutting board, or perhaps pooling in your palm of the hand that's holding it. And then bring it to your nose, and as you bring it up to your nose, to smell that clean, lemony, citrusy scent, perhaps as it's so close to your nose, the coolness of that lemon, feeling it against the upper lip. And then you open your mouth and you take a big bite of that sour lemon, feeling that soury taste, the sour, lemony, citrusy taste in your mouth, perhaps even noticing how you're salivating now, smelling, tasting, imagining that lemon in your own perfect way, and noticing the power of your mind, the power of your imagination to produce changes in your mind and perhaps even in your body. Perhaps noticing how even though there was no lemon, you could smell it, feel it, hear it, taste it, or perhaps, if you're like some, even started salivating. A physiological change, a change in your body produced by your mind. That is the power of your mind. That is the power of hypnosis.